And good evening, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET. Thursday, guys. We're nearly at the end of the week. Hang in there, keep going. We kind of knew that NASA and the US government wouldn't really be transparent about this 3i Atlas object, and that's exactly what's happening. We're going to go over to Newsmax shortly and listen to Avi Lobe. Just take it from the horse's mouth. What does he think on it? What is he saying on it? So we're going to get into all that. Plus, Colorado, guys. Gina Maria Colvin. I don't know what she's captured. An FAA camera has captured something at Colorado. We're going to get into that as well because it's really strange. I reported on this last year. Same object. People were on the fence. Is it a lens flare? You know, this, that, and the other. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on over there, and maybe we can get some clarity and find out exactly what it is, because I'm not saying it's anomalous. I'm saying I ain't got a flipping clue. So I need your help on that one. Like and subscribe, as always, Undercover ET. I need your help. Support the public's evidence, support disclosure, and don't forget to get that evidence into me as well. UndercoverETUK@gmail.com. That's the email address. It will soon change, guys, because A, it's getting full, and B, I've changed the channel name, as you can see, to Undercover ET, the original channel. If you do want to watch raw UAP evidence from out my window, guys, check out Undercover ET Extra. It's going to start being uploaded on there. I did one video yesterday. There will be another one going out today, and it's just going to be raw, so you'll hear the birds tweeting. The radio detector will be on. Hopefully we'll get some radio hits. But there are far and few between, guys, but they do happen. So with that said, let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, we're going to start with Newsmax, and Avi Lobe has been talking to this news anchor, and we're going to try and figure out what's going on. But he's really concerned. They both are, to be honest, that NASA and the US government haven't been too transparent. Same with Europe. They've come up with a few images, but they haven't been too transparent with all the information that we could give. And I guess it's down to the US and NASA, right? Because they're the ones in position to get the best photography. So let's see what they got to say.
Are you able to confirm that the images that the Mars rover took of 3i Atlas Thursday and Friday of last week, so 6-7 days ago, have yet to be released? Is that accurate?
Well, thanks for having me. It's actually not just the Mars rover, it's also the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, which is actually moving around Mars. And that has a very high-resolution camera called HiRISE that could get a pixel size of 30 kilometers on 3i Atlas.
Right.
So that is really the best that is yet to come out.
But Dr. Lobe, do we have the pictures? Here we are almost a week later. Have you seen them?
So in fact, the only information we get is from the Europeans. There is the European Space Agency that released some data which is inferior to the NASA data, and they are saying that indeed the HiRISE camera captured an image of good data on October 2nd. However, the principal investigator of that camera said that he cannot communicate the information to the public because of the government shutdown. Now, that of course raises some concerns that maybe they know something and do not want to let us know about it. And my interpretation is that it's probably not flagging extraterrestrial intelligence. It most likely is the result of terrestrial stupidity.
You think, I don't buy the shutdown excuse. That to me is really suspicious 8 days later that NASA hasn't released these photos. It's not like nobody is at NASA right now is able to do this. We did get one report that as 3i Atlas gets closer now to the sun, telescopes here on Earth are picking up other objects flying alongside it. Is that accurate?
Well, there are always objects. The question is whether we see unusual activity. And in fact, I tasked my research team at the Galileo project to monitor the sky for any unusual activity, because it's possible that if it's a alien probe, that in fact it would release some mini probes that will visit the planets.
Yeah.
You know, we should not assume anything. It's a blind date, and we should watch the other side, you know, just in case there is a serial killer there.
Okay, let me ask you about that. On what date will we know what this thing is doing? When does it reemerge from the other side of the sun?
Right. So during the month of November, it will come close to another spacecraft called JUICE on its way towards Jupiter. Then on October 29th, it will come closest to the sun. Then that's when it will be heated by sunlight the most. And that's when it can do a maneuver, taking advantage of the gravitational assist from the sun. And then on December 19th, just a week before Christmas, it will be closest to Earth. Not very close, at 1.8 times the Earth-Sun separation. However, the hundreds of observatories on Earth and the telescopes we have in space will get the best data on December 19th. And
so
wait for that. And then finally, I should say...
Wait, so hold on. Just what date, when does it reemerge from the other side of the sun? When does that happen? December 19th?
That will happen early November.
Early November. Okay, so we'll know. And if the thing does bank to the right, that means it's not a comet. That means it's heading toward Earth. Then what?
Yeah, definitely, because so far, I analyzed last week all the 4,000 data points from 227 observatories on Earth, and it looks like the object did not maneuver at all. It didn't deviate from a trajectory sculpted by gravity alone to a very high precision. So any significant deviation from what we expect it to do would be a technological signature, and we should watch it.
All right. Dr. Avi Lobe, we appreciate you being with us. We'll have you back as this thing gets closer to the sun and then reemerging at the end of November. Thank you.
The implications would be huge to humanity. That's why we have to monitor it.
I would say so, and that's why we are continuing to track this story. That's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. Dr. Lobe, keep in touch. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. And like I say, he is still on the fence. He doesn't know what this is. He's just saying, keep an eye on it. It doesn't look like a regular comet. He admits that in a previous interview, that this does not look like a regular comet from the images that we've seen already. It just doesn't match, okay? It doesn't match. We'll keep you guys up to date as best as we can. If any more information comes out, I'll be on it like you won't believe. But for now, we just have to wait and see. Thank you, Avi Lobe. Thank you, Newsmax. All right, on to this one. Gina Maria Colvin. She was live on the 7th of October, and she decided to show us this, and she showed us something very similar last year. Very, very similar. Let's have a look. And maybe she'll mention the one from before, who knows.
We're looking at the planet-like object on the FAA at Wolf Creek Pass. You can see right here it's located in Colorado. This is the exact location. There's lots of multiple cameras around that area, but this is the object. And it's going down here day by day, hour by hour, more or less. Right here you can see it is showing up. It's really the one and only camera that shows this object in the sky practically every day. Especially on clear days, you can get a really good view of this right here object. And if you look down here, this is the south-facing camera as the sun is going down. And there are two objects there. You can look down here on the southwest facing camera. It's also down there. And if I were to enlarge it, which I will enlarge it so you all can see it a little bit better. On the FAA, Federal Aviation, look at this. This is all the frames of this object in the sky. And there's two. One is reddish in the background, and this other one is more like golden in this part right here. Let's go back over here and make it a little bit bigger. Only a tad bit. Okay, that's good enough right there. We can, okay, you can see. See, one behind it, it has a reddish tint, and then the one in front of it is kind of like golden. There are many different theories out there. Well, not too many. Some say that it is the second Earth. Some say that it's Nibiru. It is planet-like, and it is very rather unusual. It truly is. I don't have a definitive answer. Some say it's Nibiru, the destroyer that's coming. There was a lady, it was the final days. She would track this object right here. I think she would see it in Alaska, maybe. But then I don't know what happened to her. I remember watching her back in around 2001 when I was living in Hawaii. And this object has a whole lot more detail on it now. And now we've got 2 objects up there in the sky. So it's, this is the FAA. Let me come over here and show you the website of the FAA. For someone who said, I don't know where it's located, it's the Federal Aviation Administration. You could type in Wolf Creek Pass right here. Here is the website for the weather cams FAA. It's a real government website. Let's just say that. It's a real one. You can see it down there. So this is it right here. We can also look at this other one. We'll put the other one, that's down here, the south facing camera. We can come over here and we can set it to start like right there. And I can set it to end. Right there will be the end. And all you have to do is push the play button. You can see it. You'll watch it. You see it as this coming through. I did watch a part of a movie. It was an old movie, I think from the 66 or something. They were talking about Planet X. These 2 astronauts were going to Planet X. And they said Planet X was behind Jupiter. And the Planet X, it was blue-like in this movie that I saw. A blue-like planet. And we've got a... Okay, this just fell down on me. You got a red and blue Kachina too, according to a Hopi prophecy. But this isn't red or blue. See, this isn't red and blue right here. Let me see if I can make this bigger like this. See, let's get a close-up for you. Yeah, look at that. It's good if you watch it close up. It really is amazing. It does look like something under a microscope, but it's not. Some say, well, it's a drop of water. Well, it must be an intelligent drop of water since it shows up practically every day in the same place, and this is the only camera that it shows up in. So I really don't think it's a drop of water. And what if these bright lights on here, what if these bright lights are cities? And it is a planet-like object, and these are the lights of the city. And then...
Yeah, I mean, my concern is, what if it's a lens flare and it's not a city? I mean, the sun's right there. The sun is right there. And I've never seen a lens flare like it. But she says it turns up every day. Well, the sun will turn up every day as well. And it's moving. Look, you can see here. Like, when I first saw this, I thought, wow, what's that? That's something different. But you can see here, this looks just like a normal lens flare. The sun's here. The lens flare's here.
Was behind.
As the sun moves, so is this. So I'm guessing this is a stabilized camera. You see? I was looking up here expecting the sun to be there, and it is. And as the sun moves, this moves. So it's moving with the sun's rays together. And it just, to me, I just think it's a lens flare. You know, and then you see how it skips. She skipped it. You get to this point. You can see the sun's in this direction, and it's moving with this thing. There you go. And then it skips because the sun is now on the right hand side. You can just about see the light on the right hand side there. Yeah, and I think it skips because it's very obvious that it is just a reflection. And I think she knows that. And that's quite concerning because, you know, why would you try and pass this off as anything but? Yeah, I mean, it's not 2 objects, it's one. It's one there. And then as the sun moves across the sky, it's changing the angle, and now it looks like you're getting 2, but it's still 1. You see? Could be anything. It could be moisture on the lens. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I honestly thought she found something really good here, but the way she's shown it, And from what I can see, the sun is moving. Well, it wasn't really moving with the object there, but that's because it was becoming more central, right? As the sun becomes more central, the object moves less until it passes to the right hand side of the center. So yeah, she's messed up there. I honestly thought it might have been something, but then when I saw the positioning of the sun and the sun moving with the object, see, and then all of a sudden the sun's still moving right, and this thing's kind of holding position now because it's changed angle. What I couldn't understand, now I say that it's a lens flare, it is turning though, and is that because, why would that be? Would it be because whatever is showing, maybe some kind of moisture on the lens or something? Maybe it's moving and it's just making that look like it's turning in the sky. What do we think, guys? What do we think? It looks like a lens flare, but it looks like a strange lens flare, and it seems to be turning. So whilst I believe in from what I could see, it just looks strange, doesn't it? It looks like the strangest bit of lens flaring ever, and for it to be there every day as well seems a little bit odd. But to me, the way that she's presented this, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, I'm just saying the way she's presented this, it makes me believe that she's taken out the obvious. I've been on the website and tried to locate where I can adjust the time. I haven't worked it out yet, but I don't know. I'm on the fence, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on all of it, really, from 3i Atlas to this thing. People make mistakes all the time, and I don't want to put any clout on this if there's no reason to give it clout. It's the strangest lens flare I've seen in a long while, if it is one. I mean, the whole turning thing, I don't really understand. If it's coming from the sun's rays and the sun's moving and it's moving with the sun, I put it down to a lens flare. But I don't get why it looks like that, guys. Let me know all your thoughts. What would that be? And that's it for now, guys. I will keep you in the loop. I'll keep you up to date. If anything compelling comes in, you betcha it's going to get put on the channel straight away. So get your cameras in the skies. Keep recording. UndercoverETuk@gmail.com. That's still a valid email address. Please send in your evidence to me. And please like and subscribe. As always, it's free to do. And consider a membership if you want to support me further. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.